Hi guys, well as you can see I'm out here today at the top end of Prestatyn, and I thought I'll do a little video for you and show you through the camera what I'm going to do, just show you the view so far. There you go, so you know where we are. I'm just going to show you and talk to you today a little bit about aperture priority. Okay, so I'm going to set my camera on. As you can see, we're all set up here. Yes, I'm using filters just to bring out a little bit on the sky over there. Now this is a live view here, as you can see. Got my gloves on because it's bloody cold. Right then, aperture priority. If you remember, I'm shooting on manual because basically it'll exaggerate. It's going to exaggerate the view for you, but I'll show you shooting in aperture priority after. Okay, so as you can see here, it says manual. I've got everything here. If I start to move, this is on f4 now. That means, if you remember last time, last video, I showed you the iris, how the actual lens closes and opens. So good job if you remember that, well done. But this is what it does. This is wide open now at f4, which is what this lens will allow. As I start moving up, that's the shutter speed, leave that there. Okay, the other side now, as I start moving, there you go. If you watch this now, because it's going up f5.6, you'll see it slowly get darker because there's less light going in, and the camera is not compensating the shutter speed or the ISO. f11, and you can see what's happening. That is the difference. f22. So as I move back down, it's opening wide open now, and it's letting more light into the camera to a maximum of f4 here. Okay, now I'm going to move that to the A, which means aperture priority. Okay, now as I do the same thing, f4 there, you will notice the shutter speed, which is 1/40 of a second, is now going to start to move. Okay, because I'm narrowing the light allowed in there, you can see it's going down, going down, going down. It's a semi-automatic mode. Okay, the ISO I've already fixed at 100. That's not changing because I forgot I'm on manual. But as you see, that picture there is not now going dark as it would in manual, because the camera shutter speed is compensating for everything. Okay, so I'll put it back down, and there's very, very, very little difference in the picture. Okay, so that is what the semi-automatic modes actually do for you. Okay, so I'm just going to shut that off. When would you use aperture priority on, let's say, an f4? Better for portraiture maybe, because what it do then, your focus has to be reasonably critical. It gives what you call bokeh, which means out of focus highlights, so you can either actually get somebody the foreground a little bit out of focus and the background a little bit out of focus. Great for portraiture, wedding photography, etc., because at the end of the day they're the main subjects, not the landscape. If however you're doing landscape, you'd want to open it wide, narrow it down and go to the higher f-stop number, which is f22, f11, f16, anywhere around there. Every lens has a prime spot, okay, but it means you get more sharpness from the foreground, medium ground and the background. So that's what we'd do there. Okay, so we'll leave it there today. Cars going past, and next time I'll speak to you about the shutter speed and explain how and where the difference would be. Same principle again. If you just use the shutter speed priority mode, then the opposite of what's just shown there, the aperture will then change, either open or shut. It's a semi-automatic, gives you a little bit more control than just shooting on basically as it is. Okay, you know, point and shoot, you've got a little bit more control, but when you get to manual, like I just showed you, you have to have full control and you have to do absolutely everything yourself to balance up the three main things: aperture, shutter speed and the ISO, which is, if you can remember, light sensitivity. Okay, so I hope that was a bit beneficial for you. I'll show you the shutter speed next time out. Okay, thanks very much, take it easy, till next time.